And Vashon, one thing we cannot say today, and if anybody says it, I will go to the public and say they're being dishonest. You know how the meteorologist does not prepare you for life? They prepared you this weekend. Yeah.
So I have to, when she comes in, I have to tell her to tell Adam, okay, I take it back.
Oh, yeah, because it was, I will tell you, I had the hardest time getting up because it was cold outside. I know that April showers bring May flowers. I don't know what the cold is supposed to bring. And Rick, and you know why Rick is quiet? Because Rick said, oh, Judge, I don't believe that's going to happen. It's not going to be cold.
I was surprised that it's this cold in April.
Oh, yeah.
Irregular temperature.
It's cold. I had to put I had to put the orange trees in the garage. Can't have that, they're messed up that soon.
Seasons and cold days.
Oh, yeah. And they're saying that it's supposed to be the same tomorrow. So who knows? But Deputy Lord, the fourth wing is so good. I'm on book 2.
I'm so glad you're enjoying it, Judge.
I am enjoying it, but I am telling you right now, this will be the one time I write in if they don't choose the right actors to play these characters. I'm gonna write in. And, oh, Deputy Lord, they're closing the cafeteria downstairs.
Yes, they are.
They said they're bringing the smashing crab. Now, the rumor is that there will be no breakfast. Now, you're frowning because you're asking yourself, what are we having at the smashing crab? Now, I'm making assumptions that it's seafood because it's smashing crab.
It's good, but I was thinking about, that's kind of an odd smell for the basement of a building in a town that gets 105 degrees.
Yeah.
And shellfish allergies are kind of prevalent, but
It
that's
is.
an interesting choice.
And then here's my thing. Are you going to, I'm a seafood lover, but am I going to eat that every day? No. I love seafood. I think if you leave a shrimp behind, it should be a felony. But am I able to?
Where you're from.
Yes.
Where you're from.
I always tell people, you leave a shrimp behind, that's a felony. But I could not do seafood every single day. And you have to be in the mood for that. It's sort of if they wanted to let downstairs be a barbecue place. You have to be in the mood for barbecue to get your hands dirty. So who knows? All right, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm going to call the docket. When I call the docket, you need to stand and let me know you're here. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you're not here and a warrant may be issued for your arrest. Custody, Randy Folsom, Jenna Elizabeth Davila, Teresa Farias.
You're going to give her a call.
All right, thank you. I know the line is around the corner. When you tell people, hey, if you go to the next building, you see that building, there's no line and you can take the basement, they think it's a trap. I don't know. Gilbert Salinas. Good morning. Robert Thompson, custody. David Jared Castro. Robert Barnett. Good morning. All right, was that David Castro standing up or somebody else? Okay. Ruben Renteria. Felipe Reyes, custody. Mark Lunsford, custody. Lynn Wayne Morit. Oh.
Your Honor, Mark Lunsford is present. Not in custody.
All right, somebody needs to tell the jail.
Okay.
He's not in custody.
No, Judge, it's something with Odyssey. They call it almost like satellite virtual booking.
He was arrested in Brazoria County and bonded out in Brazoria County, so that may have something to do.
Well, I mean, that's just like all they see to do that. Thank you. Lynn Wayne Marin. Oh, and counsel, are you the attorney on that or is this Dane Cogdale?
We're co-counsel.
All right, thank you. You may want to check the system. Maxwell McDarius. That's a cool name. Adolph Mendoza. But Sean, I think everybody would agree with me, right? Maxwell. Could be a singer, could not. Then McDarius throws you off a little bit. Luis Miguel Zapin. I know I'm mispronouncing that. Luis Miguel Zapin? Zapien? Okay. Kenneth Howie, custody. Mario Alberto Ramos, custody. Juan Cruz, Dominique Grant, Gregory Pruneda. I thought we took care of that last week. I'll just see. Custody, Christina Williard, Christopher Bernal, David Guerrero, Jose Flores. Thank you. Jesus Nunez, Aldo Zavala, Courtney Flores, Robert James Thompson, custody, Kevin Kenneth Deleuze. Thank you. Ruby Caceres has been reset to April 15th. April May Gonzalez. April May Ramirez.
Same person.
Yeah, I figured maybe she's answered by one of the names. Kevin Alfred James Jones, custody. Ezekiel Neely.
Mr. Jones is here, Judge.
Oh, they have him in jail. Okay, that's another.
Electronic lay monitor.
Okay. Isaiah Ibarra, Ariana Fuentes, Richard Cantu, Christopher Delgado, custody. Anyone came in late? All right, are you Christopher Delgado?
No.
Okay, thank you. Yes. I'm sorry, what? All right, thank you. Anyone else? Yes.
Warrant. Yes.
All right, anyone else? All right, yes, what's your name? All right, but are you Ariana Fuentes? All right, thank you. All right, everyone, here are the rules of the court. Attorneys, y'all should know this, but I'm just giving a primer. 1, you're not ready to approach the court unless you've conferred with the state and conferred with your client. If your client is in custody, yes, they need to be brought out. Once you ask for your client to be brought out, please do not leave the courtroom because we have a limited number of deputies, and for security reasons, they can only have a limited number of inmates called out. If your client wishes to speak to the court in a language other than English, you will need to ask that an interpreter be called out. When we're on the record, you will know because I will have called the style of the case. Do not speak behind the court reporter because it makes it difficult for me to hear everything that's going on. I can multitask because I'm a woman, but I would rather have 100% right here instead of 99.9%. Also, when we're on the record, don't approach this side because, again, I want to focus on what is in front of me. The other thing is probation is right there. Ms. Abrams, can you raise your hand? If you are about to have your client placed on probation or you reached a plea agreement or if there's a motion to revoke, confer with probation. They're an integral part of the system, and I'm going to ask their opinion anyway. Now, once you've done all of those things and you're ready to approach, just ask the coordinator, the clerk, to pull your file, have a seat. There's no need to stare me down. I'm going to call you in the order of appearance. The only exception is if your person needs an interpreter. There is the flu, coughs going around. I find all these coughs very suspect. Some people say, I have asthma, I have allergy. Who knows? But I don't want anyone. Fiesta is about to come up. I don't want anybody getting sick. So criminal trial division files are here. Family violence files are there. Just lay it on their desk. They're going to call you in the order of appearance. All right, it's Monday. We're not retired. We thought we would be. It's cold. It shouldn't be. It's going to be cold tomorrow. Wearing a sweater in April. Who would have thought that? But guess what? That tells you one thing. Your life can change on a dime. So any one of us here today could win the lottery. So everyone have some patience in your pocket. Take it out as needed and share it. Please confer. To the people in the audience, if your attorney is not here, you have my permission to get on the phone, go outside and call them because we're starting the jury trial at 1:30 and this will be shut down at 11:30 and you will have to come back sometime this week. Yes.
My client didn't, did not show up this morning. I'm gonna run to another court and then I'll come back.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, may I approach? I'm sorry.
Sure.
I didn't mean to speak to you. Not just,
You didn't mean to speak to me at all
well,
today?
not from over there. It's not right.
Yes.
There's a specific prosecutor that's assigned on this case. I'm gonna step out and call him and see
Sure.
who it is that needs to stand up with,
All right.
with me. Thank
Sure.
you.
And if you ask,
Maybe Mr. Hudson.
mhm.
I'll make a call, then I'll.
And then.
All right, just have a seat.
Good morning.
Faithful consultants. Oh, the other one, yes.
Next up, Ian. William. Ruben Renteria. No, I did not say that. I did not say that. Because you don't see us. So when you see her, she's not hard. So by the time you see her, you're very sick. Thanks. Really feel like I have to tell her to get pictures.
So where is April Gonzalez? See, I keep giving the rules and people don't follow them. They're not ready. Here. You. All right, who is here on Kevin Alfred James Jones? Okay.
Mr. Jones was here a couple of months ago, Judge, and
Mhm.
we just sent this, we set this for a status update.
Okay.
As of right now, the probation office doesn't have any major concerns. He is reporting as needed. He's doing what he has to do. All of his UAs have been negative. I did speak with Mr. Jones to see how he's doing.
Mhm.
He indicates that he's going to school, everything's going well there. He's taking care of that baby, everything's going well there. I did tell him, though, the only concern that probation is having is he hasn't registered for his courses, but as of like right now, with a newborn child and he's going to school, he has a lot of things on his plate. So I did tell him that he needs to make that a priority. But again, taking it one day at a time.
All right, so what school are you going to?
South Texas Vocational Technical Institute.
All right, so then, Ms. Abrams, with regards to his community service restitution hours?
I believe he said he was going to get credit if he finished the parenting class.
Yes, and also, if he finishes the trade school. Or, I mean, sorry, the vocational school. And then did you complete your CPR class for newborns? So how old is your baby now?
She'll be 2 months tomorrow.
Look at this. You gotta celebrate them every day. And you're loving changing diapers?
I'm fine with it.
Oh, that is always good. And how is your patience? Because babies require a lot of patience.
No choice but to have it.
Yeah. All right. And I always ask people that because sometimes people don't have patience for babies. And the only way that they can tell you something is wrong is if they're crying or sometimes I watched this episode of Sesame Street growing up and it was with Elmo. And so baby Elmo was crying in the crib. And so on Sesame Street, they had the baby Elmo sing a song. And so the parents would come in and then they would leave. Baby starts crying again. So the baby would sing this song and the baby would say, sometimes I cry because I'm hungry. Sometimes I cry because my diaper's wet. Sometimes I cry because I just want to see you. And sometimes I cry just because. Just because there's nothing else to do. Let me cry. Let me see what control I have in the household. And I always tell people if they realize that babies are in control of the household, that's the hierarchy. Babies, adults, children come before that. So is there anything you need from the court? All right, so here's the thing. If you see like your patience is getting a little frayed, or if you see that there are some issues with your probation, that you're having trouble doing certain things, let your probation officer know. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to court and we'll see what's going on.
Yes.
All right, so for the court, my main concerns is one, of course, taking care of your child, being a good adult influence in her life. And then the community service hours, They'll take care of themselves if you finish your vocational school and your parenting classes, okay? And continue to stay clean because your baby needs you. You know, drug-free, okay? So is there anything else, probation? All right, so I have you on, he's still on GPS, right?
He is on GPS tracking.
All right, so, and you've been on GPS for, is it just for the 2 months since February? How long
Yes,
you been on
Judge.
GPS?
That's fine.
All right, so this is what I'll do. So you continue doing what you're doing. And what I'll do is, let me get a date here. I would say that 3rd week in July, if everything is going well, then I will take you off GPS.
Yes.
Whether you're taking off or not, depends 100% on you. Okay? Any questions? Anything else?
No, good.
All right, good job. Thank you. Tell the baby I said hi.
She's at daycare.
Yeah. Okay, here's the thing too, keep an eye on that daycare. Because babies can't talk, they can't tell you if somebody is not treating them right. Do some surprise pop-ins.
Yes,
All right. All right, good luck to you.
yes, ma'am, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Mark Davis Lunsford.
Project, we're ready to approach your.
Okay. And counsel, you're on this side. You're on this side. Hi. All right, so in this case, where are we on discovery?
Has been tendered through e-discovery. I think Vince is letting me know if there's anything that they're missing from things we filed in terms of notices of additional discovery that weren't able to be uploaded. Maybe giving me some externals to provide some of those voluminous records. So we're getting very close on that, and also very close on getting some information we need to extend an offer.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a reset date for 45 days. All right, so we're gonna come back on May 22nd. At that time, I'm gonna need an acknowledgement of discovery sign, and I'll need the state to tender an offer to the defense at that time.
Okay.
All right,
May I check on it?
sure.
That'll be great, Judge. That's a Thursday.
All right,
We'll be
then
there.
once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. All right, thank you. Teresa Farias. David Jared Castro. Ruben Renteria, Luis Zapian, who are you? Who are you?
Again, recently, that's okay.
All right, so you need to sit on the second row. Thank you. Christina Williard. Jose Aaron Flores. That's who the falls on April Diaz. I'm sorry, April May Gonzalez. All right, can I see the attorney for April May Gonzalez? Or April May Ramirez? Stohansky?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Are you Miss Ramirez?
Yeah.
All right, if you'll come down, please.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Oh, no problem. All right, so counsel, you'll need to sign a separate motion for appeal if that's what she wants to do.
She wants to appeal. I filed a motion to withdraw.
No. I have your motion to withdraw, but you'll need to file the notice of appeal for her, then it'll be in the system.
It is already.
Oh, it's up already?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
I'm sorry. I
no problem.
explained that better for you.
All right. All right, your attorney wants to withdraw for your case. He's stating in his motion that he doesn't practice appellate law. Are you gonna have any objections to his withdrawal?
You want an appellate lawyer, right?
No,
I thought I got a notice that you wanted to appeal your case.
no, that was okay.
What?
I thought this was on the case that I was on.
No, no. This is,
Oh, you want to talk to her?
yeah, let me
before we-
talk to her.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
thank you. No problem. Yes, if you could, please. All right, thank you. All right. All right, Richard Cantu.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. So where are we on this motion to revoke?
Judge, my client, in the underlying case was incompetent for a period of time.
Yes.
He attained competency in August in a jail-based program where they were giving him injections.
Mhm.
Since he's been out, he hasn't had one, and I'm concerned for his competency right now.
Okay,
I've discussed with probation options. I do think that if we can get him stable, that we have a plan.
okay.
But so I'd like to reset today. I'm gonna file a motion today so we can get him evaluated as quick as possible.
All right.
And I don't know if there's a way, I don't even know if you have any power over what they do at the jail, but I don't believe he's been evaluated and he needs his meds because it would help him.
All right. Just one moment. Let me ask you this. Are you refusing to take meds?
No, man.
So they just haven't given you any?
Yes, and I haven't applied somebody to sign the sick call for me because I have problems.
All right, so has anybody let them know that you're on medication or no?
No,
Have they?
Doesn't read, Judge, so he has a hard time with the forms and things because he doesn't always know unless they explain to him, because he's a little.
Okay.
But he was on injections before, and I believe the reason for that was compliance. So they do have those. I'm hoping we can get him back on that.
Uh-huh. So here's the thing. If you're not able to read or write, we're gonna have to change that and make sure you're able to read. And there's no shame in that because believe it or not, when I was first born, I couldn't read. Everybody has to learn. We should all look at what our weaknesses are and try to improve on that. And reading is so great. That's why I have books outside the office for people if they want to read. And do not be ashamed if you're starting off with Jack and Jill, because guess what? Everybody started off with Jack and Jill. Everybody started off with See Spot Run, all of that. So there's no shame in that because you're learning. And everyone has their own path and their own journey. I don't know what happened in your life and why you're at this stage in your life, but you're not able to read or write. But we recognize that. So we need to improve that, okay? So whenever you're at the jail, if somebody's handing you paper, because I know sometimes people want to treat this as a factory where we just have to keep it moving. I don't like doing that. So when you're at the jail, if somebody's, handing you papers to sign, you need to tell them, I'm sorry. You're going to have to read it to me because I can't read. So don't just be over there signing your life away. And when you get over there, you need to let the nurse know that you need to be on medication. And whatever your diagnosis is, or you believe your diagnosis to be, you need to let them know because they really should be pulling records over there. You understand? So do you have any objections to me contacting the sheriff? All right.
I think it
So-
might be very helpful.
All right. So just give me one moment. Let me do this now. Otherwise.
And if they give us anything in court, remind me to read it through thoroughly and answer all your questions. I always do, but I want to make sure you understand because these words don't make any sense, right?
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. Maybe while you're in one, see if there's a class.
Yes.
Yeah, make your time.
All right, so I just sent the information to him.
Thank you.
And then what I'll also do is I'll also send an email if you have no objections to the court sending an email as well.
I have no objection.
All right, so we will, I'm gonna call this back, and the reason why I'm gonna call it back, I want to call it back in 2 weeks to make sure that he's receiving his medication and nothing is falling off.
Okay, and I'll
So-
file my motion today and I'll go by there and ask them to put us like on a fast track because he's been through that before.
And I say 2 weeks, but honestly, they should be able to have this done by next week. So I'm gonna recall this for the 17th.
Okay,
All right.
thank you, Judge. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome. Ms. Ferguson, Richard Cantu recall for April 17th. Yeah, and that's gonna be, you can just put it as an update. I know council's gonna file the motion for competency, but also it's for me to make sure that the jail is giving him his correct medications.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay,
Do you have any
see
other questions?
Give me.
No,
All right, thank you.
I'll see. I'll have a jail visit later
Okay,
this week.
okay,
Okay,
yes.
all right.
Mario Ramos, I have the indicted case number and that's the first letter. 25 CR 00162166. Oh, Judge, smile. It's Monday.
Oh, it is Monday. It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful
No,
day.
it's,
That's right.
it's, my mom tells me all the time, she would always say, and my teachers would always say, when you're reading, they're like, you go into a different world, you block out
I know you
everything.
had that. It's like.
Like you
ironic.
have
That's
to.
the- It's like, I understand.
Mhm.
Can I have the one up there?
Yeah.
I have a no show. It's on Miss Willard. Christina.
Bashan, Richard Cantu is being, reset for April 17th. And it is for an update on his competency evaluation, also to make sure that the jail has given his medications. All right, who is here on Christina Williard?
Judge,
Yes,
Rainbow for the defense.
she didn't appear.
No, ma'am.
All right, Deputy, could you make an announcement in the hallway for Christina Williard? And if I could have a prosecutor, please. Court is calling 2025 CR 002108 State versus Christina Williard. It's criminal trial division. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Andrew Harrison for the state. Raymond Vale for the defense, Judge.
All right, this hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. It's now 9:38 a.m. The defendant did not answer the docket. Deputy Laura, did you make an announcement?
Yes.
All right, have you had any contact with your client?
Not recently, Judge. I did take a look to see if she was here. I know my staff tried to reach out to her last week. We tried to do that as a matter of protocol, just to remind them about the court date. We did send written notification to the last known address. So I will continue to make efforts to reach her, but at this point, I'm not able to do anything further.
All right, State, what is your request?
She have a personal bond or a commercial bond, Judge?
She has a personal bond.
It was a PR.
Yes, personal bond.
Court appointed until the end of the week, see if she shows up.
All right, I'm going to issue a judge's warrant
Okay, Judge.
and remand your client without bond. If your client makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
We'll try to reach her,
All
Judge.
right, thank you.
Maybe excuse you.
Yes.
Good to see you. Have a good
You
morning.
too. Have a good one. You know, every time I see you, counsel, I think of our case together. And I always say, I don't know why I didn't keep
Well,
you.
yeah, but I'm a snappier dresser now, but I still lost it.
Yeah. Have a good one.
You too, Judge.
All right. Robert Barnett. Hello. Hello. I'm doing great. How are you doing this morning? All right, counsel, in this case, where are we on discovery?
Your Honor, so far I feel like I've gotten everything.
Was the state able to tender an offer?
They did all, at this time, Your Honor, I'm needing some time to get some letters, explaining the situation so the state can get a little bit better enlightenment as to what happened.
All right, and how old are you, sir?
37.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you can set this for the second week in May for a plea deadline date, please. I'm sorry, what date?
May 13th.
Yes, that's a Tuesday.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, we will see you back then. Once you sign the reset form, you are excused, and thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. April Ramirez, April Gonzalez. Right, so does she want an appeal or no?
No, ma'am. For the record. I'm
Oh, we're
asking,
gonna go on the record.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Court is calling 2021 CR 8074 and 2021 CR 8068 State versus April May Gonzalez and April May Ramirez. Defense?
Matt Solhansky for Ms. Gonzalez Ramirez. There's been some misunderstanding. She does not want an appeal. It's her understanding there was another case out there. After conferring with the court and everybody, that case has been taken care of, and she just wants to proceed with her sentence
All right.
and get this taken care of.
So are you April May Gonzalez, April May Ramirez?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
April May Gonzalez Ramirez.
All right, so first things first, notice of appeal. Do you understand what an appeal means?
Yes, I do.
All right, so the court is in receipt of motions where you have asked for the appointment of an attorney on appeal. And normally, if you are represented by an attorney, that attorney is the person whose motions the court will review. But in this case, I see that you filed it. Do you wish to appeal your sentence? All right, and have you had ample opportunity to speak to your attorney about what an appeal is and what it means?
Yes, ma'am.
And after speaking to your attorney, you no longer want an appeal on 2021 CR 8074 and 2021 CR 8068?
Right.
All right. Now, your attorney has also filed a motion to withdraw in each of these cases. Do you have any objections to the motion to withdraw?
No.
All right, then in each case, the court will grant the attorney's motion to withdraw. And in each case, the court will find that the defendant, after conferring with her attorney, has decided that she is abandoning her appeal and she does not wish to appeal. Is there anything else?
No, ma'am, that's my understanding of what she wants to do.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
So, Yaya, there's no notice to appeal on that one. Yes. For those in the gallery, if your attorney has not shown, you need to step outside and call them because we are recessing. And when we recess, if your case has not been addressed, you're going to be called back for tomorrow. Robert James Thompson. Who's the attorney for Robert James Thompson?
Go ahead, Your Honor.
Mr. Thompson?
Hello.
Hi, all right. How are you doing this morning?
Doing all right.
Was it Coles this morning? I already know they already keep the jail extremely cold.
Keep people awake, you know.
All right, so today is your plea deadline date. Are you requesting a jury trial still?
Judge, we're here for a motion to reduce bond.
All right, but today is his plea deadline date as well. So let's address the plea
Okay,
deadline
okay.
date. So do you still wish to have a jury trial?
We're ain't even ready for jury trial.
I'm sorry, what?
We're not even ready. We ain't.
All right, so if you'll discuss
Yeah.
with your client this plea offer and see if he wants to accept this offer or not, because the day is his plea deadline date. So if you,
No, I haven't discussed that, Your Honor.
all right, so if you all will discuss that, and then when you all are ready to approach, I'll take you up.
All right,
All
thank you.
right, thank you. Teresa Frias?
Your Honor, she's on the hall. Let me go grab it.
No, no, no. You're an officer of court. You say she's in the hallway. Sure. Ruben Renteria? Jose Aaron Flores? Daniel Edward Guerrero Jr. Yes. Mr. Guerrero, come down. All right. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing better than I was yesterday.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yes, ma'am.
I know it's probably freezing at the jail.
Yes, ma'am.
So where are we on discovery?
Good morning, Judge. I've been talking to Mr. Edelman. I've seen the videos have been downloaded, but I didn't get the prosecution guide. So I was looking at the prosecution guide this morning. I talked to Mr. Edelman, so it's the first setting. I'd like a reset so I can take a closer look at the prosecution guide and confer with Mr. Edelman a little more intelligently.
All right, how many pages to the prosecution guide?
6 or 7.
All right, you want to make copies of the prosecution guide while you're here?
That's fine, or I can, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine, Judge. Thank
All
you.
right, so if you'll let him make copies of the prosecution guide, state. And then, Ms. Ferguson, set this for the week of May 5th for discovery. May 8th, that's a Thursday.
Yes, ma'am, that's fine.
All right, so that will be your discovery date, and state at that time you need to be prepared to tender an offer.
Yes, Judge.
All right, counsel, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor, may I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, sir, do you have any questions?
No, I just supposed to be my.
Okay. Gregory Gonzalez Perneda. Good morning. How's it going?
I was telling somebody earlier, when I woke up, I wasn't trying to fight away, back my way out of a bomb.
All right, so where's your client? Ah, here. So,
We were
It
here,
is.
we were here last Wednesday or Thursday. He gave us until today.
Yes.
For the plea deadline.
All right, so, how are you doing?
You know, everything.
I'm doing great. Yes.
Oh, he's turning down the plea bargain,
Mhm.
continue on the trial docket.
So do you want a jury trial or a bench trial? This is what I can tell you. If you come to me for a bench trial, if the state proves their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm gonna find you guilty. If they don't prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm gonna find you not guilty. So if you come to me for a bench trial, my job would be the same as a jury, just to listen to the evidence and make a decision on whether or not the state has proved its case beyond a reasonable doubt. So do you want a jury trial or a bench trial? And what I can tell you, sir, is I've had cases before me that have been a bench trial where I found people not guilty. There have been cases before me where there's been a bench trial. I found people guilty. So for me, it doesn't matter in the sense of what your charges are, of how I view the case. I'm still going to listen, and see if the state proves its case. If it's a murder case, if the state doesn't prove their case, I would find you not guilty. If they did prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I would find you guilty. So for the court, I don't look at a charge and say, oh my gosh, what will people think if I find this person not guilty? For me, it's did the state prove their case or not? So it's up to you. If you want a jury trial, 12 people will be called up. They'll listen to the evidence and they'll make a decision if they can reach a decision on whether you're guilty or not guilty.
Here's what I can put on the jury docket.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, 2 days. This includes jury selection. It should be a fairly simple case. Can we call this back for the week of April 21st?
What day of the week is that, Judge?
That's a Monday.
That's fine.
All right, April 21st will be your jury trial date. They'll bring you over dressed for trial in whatever attire you have at the jail. If you wish to be attired in something different, you will need to set up a clothing exchange with your attorney. If there's an issue with the clothing exchange, let the court know.
All right.
Right, thank
Thank
you.
you, Judge. Thank
You're
you.
welcome, sure. And Norma? Everybody on April 21st need to be brought over dressed for trial. And counsel, if you could do an acknowledgement of discovery. Good morning. Look at you. How Florida?
It's lonely at the top.
You know what?
It's lonely at the top.
Let me just tell you, the other day, some attorneys were here and I said, I know for football season, Kanea's gonna say he can't sleep, but hey, I saw the photos from the game.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well,
So
good
everyone, if you're not aware, the Florida Gators have been doing their thing in the Final Four. They're now in the Final Two.
Right.
And so, of course, Mr. Cox has his Gator badge and also the Gator hat, if you could show it to everybody. So, yeah. So here's the thing, LSU is not in it. Texas Longhorns are not in it. The Aggies are not in it. Alabama is not in it. So I know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm cheering for your team.
I appreciate it, Judge. I appreciate it.
I think it's gonna go well.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see what happens.
And you're right, it is lonely at the,
Lonely at the top.
but you know what? You will have your friends cheering. So I'm gonna cheer.
Okay. Florida came out different in the second half.
Yeah, we're second half team.
They made some adjustments.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Are you a
went in-
second half team or did other people look in the mirror, as you like to say?
Okay, saw themselves and then said, hey, why we here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you always tell me at some point with Cinderella?
Clock always strikes.
Clock strikes 12.
We'll see what happens.
All right, well, good luck. All right, who is here on? Why do I have this back? This April, May Ramirez Gonzalez. All righty, yes,
It's not, the day if we can have Ms. Gonzalez come up here,
all right.
have a record.
All right, so, so this is a new case.
She had also filed a motion to appeal this one as well, but she would like to withdraw. But since she's present as am I, she would like to get that done, even though it's not set today.
All right, well, let's get her done. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 011255 State versus April May Ramirez. Defense.
Eric Hernandez for the defendant, Ms. Gonzalez.
And again, you're April May Ramirez, April Gonzalez.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so in this case, I guess your attorney wants to withdraw?
No, Your Honor, Ms. Gonzalez filed this
Well, have you
motion per
withdrawn?
se, but she is withdrawing. I have discussed this with her and the impact of filing.
No, have you filed a motion to
I
withdraw?
have not, Your Honor, so technically I'm still on the case.
So do you want to withdraw as well?
Yes, I do.
All right, so.
I'm sorry, I thought you meant withdrawing the motion.
No.
I understand now.
All right, Ms. Ramirez, can you raise your right hand?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
April May Gonzalez Ramirez.
All right, we previously had a hearing on your other cases. In this case, do you understand what an appeal is?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and have you had a chance to discuss with your attorney your right to appeal as it relates to this case?
Yes, ma'am.
And you filed a motion to appeal. Are you asking to abandon that motion and abandon the appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and defense, do you have an oral motion to withdraw?
Yes, I do, Your Honor, and just for the record, I did discuss with Ms. Gonzalez her rights in regard to that appeal, what impact it might have. Also, for the court's record, I am not on the wheel, excuse me, to do appellate work, so I just want to make that known as well.
All right, thank you. Do you have any objection to the attorney withdrawing?
No.
All right, the oral motion to withdraw will be granted, and the court will note that you are requesting that the appeal be withdrawn. Is there anything else before the record is closed?
No.
No, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. Do better, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
you.
good luck. Thank you. All right, you're welcome. Gilbert Salinas. All right, Mr. Salinas, if you'll come forward. Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you so much for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank you.
All right, so on this case, where are we? There was a USB drive that was needed,
Yes,
so,
Judge, I was informed Thursday that the drive I provided did not have enough memory space.
okay.
And about 2 weeks ago, they uploaded some more items that I was notified of on the discovery, and I stopped counting at 200.
Okay.
So I would like some more time to complete that discovery process, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. Recall this case for May 27th. All right, May 27th will be your new discovery date, counsel. And sir, are you employed?
Yes.
He's a truck driver, Judge, but because of the monitor that he's on, he's limited in what loads he can take. And so he's only making about $2,000 a month. And that's another issue I would like to address with the court right now. If we could waive all or part of the GPS fees, that's approximately $300 a month, Judge.
All right, and so with regards, what do you mean he's only allowed to do certain loads?
Because of the distances where he has to go, he can't go out of state. And he makes most of his money. What he was doing before was across the long haul driving from here to California and back. He can't do that on.
All right, you want to talk to the state about that? I mean, and talk to the monitoring people? Because
monitoring.
is he on tracking?
He's on tracking only, and the monitoring people are saying that he can't leave the state.
I mean, are they saying he can't leave the state because the tracking doesn't allow it, or are they saying?
I believe it's because the tracking doesn't allow it, is the information they're giving us.
All right, so if you want to, you can set a hearing and we can have pretrial services here by Zoom, and let's find out what's going on with the monitor.
Very well, Judge.
All right, so,
I'll file a motion and get that e-filed today or tomorrow, Judge.
okay, awesome. So what I can tell you, he can, for the next setting, the May 27th,
Yes,
he can
sir.
report by Zoom if he's working.
Okay.
All right, and
Yeah,
then
that's
that way, because this is a discovery setting. All right, so
Mm-hmm.
discovery, May 27th. And then, your defense attorney will set hearing for the monitor.
Thank you,
And
Judge.
I'll, ask that they waive fees.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Just have a seat. Once you sign the reset form, you'll be excused.
Okay. Mr. Aguilar is telling me the tracking only allows you to go 75 miles.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's,
Well, here's the thing. People say they're high tech. If you're gonna be high tech, then be high tech. I don't understand why they wouldn't be able to see certain things, or who knows? Maybe we,
They can see if you went to Houston or something, you just gotta get permission to go beyond 75.
oh,
okay.
so there we go.
So I'll file a motion to get permission from you, Your Honor,
Okay.
to go beyond 75 miles. for
Well,
tracking
let's,
only and go
here's the
from there.
thing, let's set it for a hearing.
Very well.
Tell Ms. Ferguson you want the GPS officer or pretrial service officer to zoom in, and let's see.
Very well,
if
Judge.
they're able to do that.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
And
Thanks.
may Mr. Salinas be excused for today then?
Yes,
I have one more thing.
once he signs the reset form.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Who is here on Isaiah David Ibarra? Yes. And counsel, are you ready to proceed on the motion?
You are, Judge.
How's it been going, David?
It's been going well. Busy.
It's like I rarely see you.
Yes.
All right, court is calling 2020 CR 12333, State versus Isaiah David Ibarra. Can I have parties announced?
Andrew Harris Edelman for the state.
David Andre Woodard for Mr. Ibarra.
And are you Mr. Ibarra? Did you review the documents entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and First Amended Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Isaiah David Ibarra who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 12333 for the offense of robbery on April 7, 2021 for a period of 8 years and extended for a total of 1 year? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Isaiah David Ibarra did then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of May, June, July, August 2024 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
State waives the remaining violation allegation.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge, deny the motion, alter and amend conditions of supervision to require local ISF with release to supported ISP, if I remember correctly.
All right, so here's the court's problem. Previously, he was here in June for a violation of condition number 24, and the court denied the motion, extended him for a year, and did state ISF cognitive. So I don't see how this would help. And I understand the mental health component, but what are we doing here?
Hey, Judge, just my understanding, I believe that's why the local ISF has been proposed, because there are some mental health concerns with Mr. Ivada. I spoke with him this morning. Since he's been at the jail, he hasn't been medicated. He has only been taking sleeping medication, but he hasn't been taking anything regarding his mental health concerns.
So do you have any concerns that he's incompetent?
I don't, Judge. I did speak with him at the jail and also this morning. He does understand the proceedings, what he's charged with, what can possibly happen if the court denies or grants the motion to adjudicate.
All right, any objection to the court reviewing the court summary?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so I don't understand if there's any help for Mr. Ibarra because he's been extended before. Oh, and State, you may continue to confer.
Thank you, Judge.
So what is,
Judge, he still has a lot of time left on his deferred. He received it back in 2021 for 8 years, and he received another year extension. So he still has time to complete his commitment to probation.
all right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
I say David Ibarra.
All right, why are you not reporting?
From my understanding, I triggered psychosis and I was in psychosis for the last few years.
I'm sorry, what?
I was in psychosis for the last few years and I wasn't really in my right state of mind. And I know I didn't tell anybody because I was scared that they were making fun of me or I couldn't get the right help or anything. And I barely come out of it. Then last time you see me in that program, it messed me up even more because all I did was just violence. It was just violence. It was nothing but violence, and I was going through psychosis still. And to be honest with you, I went on a run because I can recover from psychosis. That's what I did. I rest. I slept for a whole month. I did everything correctly on my own.
Because you didn't report to probation, so you didn't do everything correctly.
Yes.
So I don't even, you're still not explaining to me why you're not reporting. You had the wherewithal to say, I'm in psychosis. I'm just going to do everything on my own. You still
That would
didn't
be the
report.
excuse.
Hmm?
That would be the excuse.
Yeah, so you didn't report. And there's no excuse for not reporting. I could see it if, oh, I'm in psychosis. I didn't even know I was on probation. I didn't have the strength or whatever, or the will to pick up a phone and call somebody. So I don't understand.
I think maybe he realizes that now, Judge. I think at the time, I don't think, unfortunately, probation was at the forefront of what was going on with him in terms of reporting. I think now he realized that he still should have been reporting. I can't say if he had that mindset back then when he didn't report for those 4 months.
Probation. So what are we going to do with Mr. Ibarra?
I am out and then. to do another evaluation. I am showing that the last evaluation. Haven't had one at least a year. So. I would say maybe another, I did get the court summary approved,
Mm-hmm,
because I just got word and I'll print it out. For the court.
okay.
That's concerned, it does concern me that, he hasn't reported in approximately a year, Judge. Here you go, Judge.
Right, so here's my question. Does he owe any money to any restitution?
No restitution is listed, Judge.
All right. Then on the court summary, it says that he was arrested for criminal trespassing. So that's how he's in custody, because he had this violation.
And I was unaware of that, Judge, because the criminal trespass was not listed, I don't believe, on the was listed on the amended,
Okay.
happened in March.
All right, state, with regards to the criminal trespass, are you aware that he has a criminal trespass? And is that criminal trespass still pending?
I became aware of this within the last 30 seconds. I do not know if it is still pending or not.
All right. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty. Court is going to grant the motion, revoke, and the court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's to be remaining no contact with Christian. Faucel. And I'll request the therapeutic community and counsel, I'll retain jurisdiction.
Also, Judge, would the court give Mr. Ibarra credit for the time he spent in ISF? I don't know those exact dates.
Yes. And did he successfully complete it?
Yes,
You got
Judge.
the dates?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, Mr. Ibarra. The court, when people are placed on probation, the court can only help you is if you reach out for help. And previously, you had a motion to revoke. ISF was tried, and then you just disappeared, and you disappeared for an entire year. The minimum people can do while they're on probation is report. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Yes.
Thank you, counsel.
Thanks, Judge.
See,
Yeah, thanks. Okay, thank you. on TV all the time now. Trying to see what movie star you remind you of. Everybody, when you get old, everybody reminds you of somebody else.
Certificate of
Oh, it
appeal.
shows me as my poor
Uh,
posture.
give her-
No,
I'm sorry,
you're-
Mario
you're
Ramos.
looking serious. It's like you're like something out of Mount Rushmore. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Hi, my very, very first felony trial ever
Mhm.
in Judge Barlow, ever. Mr. Robert Thompson, the second from the back, is sitting in the back, my very first felony trial. 30-something years ago. He's back.
Wow.
He waved at me. There he is right there. See?
Oh, hi. 30 years.
We've aged a little bit. That's about all I can tell you. He and I have aged appropriately. He looks better than I do, actually.
Can I see the file on Ruben Renteria, please? Thank you. He should have two files. One I think is a motion. One where he's on deferred adjudication. All right, could you pull that one? Yes. Thank you.
I'm gonna go out and almost go there just to check all my stuff. I'm assuming he says I want to.
Thank you so much. Ibarra?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. I'm going, Judge.
All right, thank you. You have a good one. All right, thank you. Sure. All right, Deputy Laura, can you check to see if Ruben Renteria is in custody? He's on page 2. David Jared Castro.
Yes, Judge, he's still in the.
Okay. And that's Ruben Renteria. All right. Norma, recall Renteria for the 10th. Yes. Where are my geography specialists? Ah,
Obviously, showing all kinds of strange things.
okay. All right, we'll recall him for April 10th. Hmm? Lorraine, how are you doing?
I'm good, Judge. I'm hanging.
Hello.
Already on Docket.
Oh, we already got that. Okay.
Yep. All right.
All right, are the parties ready on Christopher Michael Delgado?
Judge.
Court is calling 2023 CR 1644, State versus Christopher Michael Delgado. Can I have parties announce?
Andrew Harris Edelman for the state.
Kurt Hopke for defense.
And are you Mr. Christopher Michael Delgado?
I am, yes, sir.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
did.
Did you understand it?
I did understand.
Are you the same Christopher Michael Delgado who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 1644 for the offense of possession of controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram on August 28, 2023 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
I said it.
All right, state.
In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Christopher Michael Delgado did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of February and March 2024 in violation of condition.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State waives the remaining violation allegations.
Any
No
objection?
objection, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
I do, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
I do.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge. Extend for 1 year, amend for bi-weekly UAs and reporting for 2 months. Sober support classes and intensive outpatient treatment with credit for inpatient outpatient treatment upon proof of completion of new choices inpatient treatment.
All right. Thank you, State. You may be excused. So why didn't he report? You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, yes.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Christopher Michael Delgado.
All right, why are you not reporting?
I wasn't at the time because I was a homeless drug addict. In August 20th, 2024, my life was changed when I went to Courtroom Ministries and I was admitted into New Choices Treatment Center. I did the 90-day program, got out, was accepted to a sober home where I live now. I'm standing before you 8 months sober.
At the time, I just was a drug addict and I
All
wasn't.
right, so when were you at the sober living?
I moved in November 8th, 2024, and I've been there ever since.
What do you call probation?
Because we did call probation when I was at New Choices Treatment Center,
Mhm.
and the recommendation was to get a lawyer and to take care of the warrant.
Okay.
So when I got out, my plan was to work, which I did get a job and get some money and then get a lawyer. However, I just decided instead to, months later, obviously, to turn myself in on March 6th.
All right, probation, did you all receive a phone call from Mr. Delgado?
It was around, well, I was admitted August 20th. It would have happened around August, September. My probation officer at the time was Stephanie Keith.
All right, August, September. And counsel, do you have any objection to the court review and the court summary?
No.
Right. Let me open it.
There is, a progress report, Judge, in September of 2024 from, New Choices Treatment Center. There was communication that we, yes, Judge.
All right.
And Judge,
And so, just one second. So tell me everything that you're learning.
Well, if I may,
he wrote a letter.
Sure.
yes. Let's see. Well, I would like to apologize to Your Honor, the courts and probation office for wasting your time dealing with my past mistake. After
Oh,
22.
slow down. Yes, the
Oh.
court reporter has to take it down.
Take a breath. After 22 years of drinking and drugging, I never thought I would be here standing before you 7 months sober. I cannot dispute the allegations on the MTR notice because at the time I was a full-on homeless drug addict. But with the help of a cousin and the grace of God, I was directed to the Corazon Ministries Day Center for a shower and a meal, and my life was forever changed. I was Brittany Ackerson and Jenny, the caseworker, used their resources and reached out to Krisha and at New Choices, where I was admitted on August 20th, 2024, my sober date. I completed the 90-day program and transitioned to Best Days Recovery Sober Living Home on November 8th, thanks to Michael and Charles Nolan, their directors. There, I became the chore coordinator while attending IOP via Zoom 3 times a week, a minimum of 5 recovery support meetings a week, submitted to random drug screenings. I even found time to give back and do some volunteer work at Corazon Ministries. I met my employer there with Wise Water Solutions. I've been working as an apprentice irrigation technician with hopes of becoming licensed soon. I'm an active member of Community Bible Church. I was baptized November 26th. I completed IOP in February from New Choices Treatment Center. And I truly am grateful for my sponsor, Justice Simmons, who advised me, that's why I'm here, to turn myself in on March 6th. I can't say I didn't do it, I can't say I did it alone. I have an amazing support system now that includes my cousin, Diane, Victoria, Catherine, my best friend, Jennifer, the housemates at Best Days, my sponsor, Justice, and it's the closest relationship I have with my higher power in my adult life. I thank you for this time, and I truly thank you for being a part of my recovery.
All right. So here's my question. So the sober house you're living at, will they allow you to come back, or they're just waiting for you to come back?
Yes, they are. They're holding my spot.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court will deny the motion. And the defendant is to continue to live at the sober support center. Probation, is there anything else you're requesting? He's to continue with, his sober meetings. And you're gonna have to sign a release so that probation can get information from the sober support home and for the classes that you're currently taking. You understand?
I understand. Yes.
And anywhere from 6 months to a year. He does get on probation in August of this year. I need the instruction on that, and if you want to do any like 5 weeks to be late or anything like that.
Well, I'm not gonna extend him And the reason why I'm not going to extend him is because it appears that he's maintained his sobriety. Didn't do it with us, but he did it. And the fact that he turned himself in, I really do appreciate that. So based upon the letter that he's read to the court, it appears that he's internalizing everything, and this is a state jail felony, so I'm not inclined to extend. But you're gonna have to keep up with everything. Do not backslide, do not fall out of line. You know you need to report to probation, make sure you report to them, all right?
I will, Your Honor. Thank you.
And do you still want to, do they do drug testing where you are? No?
Yes, they do.
All right, so if you all want to confer with that organization on how they do their drug testing. So I'll say bi-weekly UAs, but if you all find their drug testing acceptable, you can use their drug testing. Anything else? Anything else you need from the court?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing, everybody, I'll say except for the younger generation, all of us were baptized in the creek. So we would always tease the people who were baptized in the church pool that you're really not saved because that's a pool, you're not in the creek. We're having to deal with maybe a snake is gonna come up. We had to walk across the cow patties because we had to go to the field. So were you baptized in a pool where it's all sanitized?
Yes, I was.
But Sean, he was baptized in the pool in the church where it's all sanitized. There's no fear that you're gonna step on an ant pile, you know. But Sean, you know, I could not swim. So one of my uncles was there and my mom was like, don't y'all let my baby drown. So it was deep water. Y'all have the pool that's not much water, but well, good luck to you. Here's the thing. Do not do this thing where you don't report. You understand? You need to make sure you stay in contact with them. And whether or not you're off this probation in August is going to be completely up to you. You understand?
Yes, I do.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You too.
Good luck.
Have a seat in the second row. Thank you.
And Mr. Hopke, can you let your client know I have no control? They're probably not going to release him from the jail till midnight.
Yeah.
So if he knows somebody who can pick him up. State Aldo Sandoval on page 5 is going to be recalled for tomorrow. Defense attorney said he didn't receive notice. David Jared Castro. All right. Dominic Grant. Who's the attorney?
I am judge.
All right, you can step down.
And I conferred with Mr. Garahan. He doesn't agree to the bond reduction, but he did not oppose approaching today if the court was okay with it.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and let me ask you, where are we on discovery?
I think we're pretty good. I honestly need to go through the body cams and make sure I've got everything.
Okay.
Um,
All right, I'll need a reset date for 4 weeks for discovery. May 5th?
yeah, that's
Okay. All right, and then now let's take up the
bond reduction.
bond reduction.
Mr. Garahan. You have a check? So.
No problem. All right,
believe-
so I'm gonna read the PF number into the record and also the indicted case number as well. Court is calling 2024 PF 24556, which the court believes is also 2025 CR 001891, State versus Dominique Radell Grant. Could I have the parties announce?
Jason Garahan for the state, Your Honor.
Lorraine Ephraim for Mr. Grant.
And are you Mr. Grant?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, defense, you filed a motion for a bond reduction and you're stating that his current bond is at $75,000?
Yes, he thought it was 200. I don't know why, but either way, we are requesting a reduction.
All right, do you have any witnesses?
No, I don't, just argument.
All right, the court will hear argument.
Mr. Grant is in the mental health pod or unit at the jail.
Mhm.
And also, well, I don't necessarily have to disclose this, but I will, that the MAC office has assigned a caseworker to him.
Okay.
And so I'm assigned to his case through the mental health unit of the MAC office.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is that if the bond is reduced and he's able to post bond, they will they can be proactively involved in keeping an eye on him. And he would agree that his conditions of bond would be compliance with all the requirements of mental health. they've been actually helpful in that regard on a couple of clients of mine. And so, it's an additional resource we may have to keep tabs on him and create less of a risk. And so we're asking for the lowest bond, 30,000, I guess is what
All
we're
right,
asking.
so is this manufacturing delivery over 200 grams?
I don't-
Your Honor, I believe,
No, yes, I'm sorry. Here, I think it's 4,200.
It's 4,200, Judge.
Okay. So, state, what are you requesting with regards to bond?
Denying the motion, Your Honor. Just looking at the indictment, the individuals is obviously charged with manufacturing delivery, count 1, and dispossession, count 2. But he also is charged as habitual with a prior conviction, a crime of violence conviction in 2011. And then also in 2023, got a conviction for robbery. So he's a habitual status.
All right, do you want to have your clients testify as to bond amount?
No,
Okay. All right, then the motion to reduce bond will be denied. And
Yes.
this will be recalled for May 5th.
I think my client does want to say something if the court will allow.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. So let me explain something to you. If you want to say something about the facts of the case, your attorney probably doesn't want you to say anything about the facts to the case to the court, because I've sworn you in as a witness. And whatever you say about the facts of this case will be may or may not be used against you at trial. So if you want to talk to the court about the bond amount you can make, what attempts you've made to make that bond, then I don't think your attorney will have any objections to that. But if you're here to tell me you didn't do it, or let me tell you what really happened, your attorney probably doesn't want you to speak on that. So were you wishing to speak to the court about the facts of the case?
No, ma'am.
All right, so what would you like to say?
Ma'am, the reason why I'm trying to get out on bond, because I had got released prior out of prison, out of the state mental health hospital, and I was in transition back into society, and I was unbalanced because I was in the process of getting my meds, and I was trying to get back in.
Can I ask a few questions? Okay. Were you employed prior to your arrest?
No, I get disability.
Okay, how much do you get in disability?
It went from 976 to 13.
Okay, a month.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you own a home?
No, man, I was in process.
Okay.
All this was, I was in process of getting my
Okay.
housing and stuff back.
Okay, you were getting housing. And do you own a vehicle?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any cash in a bank account?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. How much do you have?
I should have like close to like almost 1,000.
Okay. And so is that the funds you would use to
Yes,
post?
ma'am.
Okay, so you have about 1,000 to post.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so normally bondsmen need 10%, so that would mean you could make a $10,000 bond. Okay.
And the thing is, the reason why I'm wanting to burn out is because I'm want to get all my services. Before I got sentenced to prison, I was helped with everything from mental health.
Right.
And I want that program again,
Right.
because they have programs for me.
Right.
And the thing that they got with the county now, where they doing the thing with mental health, that's what I need to get back on track on what I need, because they're working hand in hand now.
Right.
Because I can't have no regular services like everybody else, because I'm a major mental patient, I'm chronic care.
Right.
I can't do what everybody else do.
I got it.
And I'm trying to get as much help as I can.
I agree. I
That's what I'm
understand.
trying to do.
Okay.
I need help.
Okay. So that's, for those reasons, your fund, the fact that you have about $1,000 in cash only, and the fact that you would like to re-engage full-time in mental health services, for those reasons, you're asking for the reduction, correct? Okay.
State, do you want to review your case? Or you?
I'm just, Judge, I mean, I can ask a question, but I mean, I think that, just due to his record, I mean, if I may, Your Honor.
Yes.
Sir, how many times have you been arrested in San Antonio, Texas?
I don't know exactly how many.
Would 22 be, sound like about accurate?
Arrested period, that's with everything?
Just arrested and taken into jail.
I don't know, I don't keep counting that, so,
Okay. You know, and you've been arrested for assault?
yes,
You've been arrested for criminal trespass,
yes,
evading,
yes,
forgery of financial instrument,
yes,
possession of marijuana,
yes,
robbery,
yes,
theft,
yes,
and unauthorized use of a motor vehicle.
that's the same thing.
Oh, you're right.
Going over the same charges.
Same charges, okay, all right. I was talking about theft by check, though.
That's with the,
Forgery,
forgery, that's what the
Okay.
forgery case is.
all right. Thank you, sir. No further questions, John.
All right, anything else?
No, you don't.
I mean, I understand the state's position about not wanting to reduce his bond. I will tell you what, defense, I'm going to deny the motion, but if you bring me the documentation that he's saying with regards to mental health, the court will reconsider the reduction, because then that will give me tools and understanding as for reasons why his bond should be reduced.
Okay,
What type, what she need, cause I have documents to
okay,
take my claim.
okay, I'll get them from you and we'll bring them. Okay.
All right, and
thank you.
then, sir, she can bring you back anytime. If she wants to bring you back tomorrow, I'll consider it tomorrow.
Well, I'm.
Or
gonna-
whenever, counsel.
Yes,
So
okay.
what I can tell you is, defense, you won't need to file another motion. Just have it put on the docket.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
What's my bond?
We're just here on Juan Cruz. Hello. And I believe this is family violence.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Morning.
All right, so where are we on discovery?
Your Honor, the case was just re-indicted, but I do believe that everything the state has been uploaded, or a notice of additional discovery has been provided, unless defense counsel has it.
So I have yet to make that determination. My notice of appearance was just approved this morning.
Okay, just 1 second. All right, so you're saying this case was re-indicted?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me see if I can find his previous indictment number.
It should be the same case number, Your Honor. I do believe they just add a 1 at the end, or a -1 at the end now.
The re-indicted 102, re-indicted on the
Excuse me.
25th.
Can you go into the system and pull his previous case, the one that was first indicted?
And if it helps, Your Honor, I do think regardless, this is the first setting
Okay.
for either case.
Ah, it is?
I believe so, Your Honor. caught it earlier.
Juan Cruz, 2025 CR 001823. All right, so is there any CPS records?
Yes, Your Honor, and I do believe, we have already requested those. I think they actually might already be in the file.
All right. So any other type of records that you're going to be requesting?
It looks like it may be complete. I just need to go and confirm that.
All right. Norma, recall this for May 12th for discovery. All right, is there anything else?
Nothing further.
Not from the state judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Deputy, we're done with Mr. Cruz. All right, to everyone else in the gallery, if your attorney has not appeared, you have the court's permission to step outside and call them. Otherwise, your case is going to be recalled for tomorrow. Yes? Who's your attorney? I'm sorry, who? And what is your name? Kevin? Just one moment. You can have a seat. Yeah. Can you pull the file on Kevin Deleuze? And Nora, if you can call his attorney and tell his attorney. Okay. All right, Norma, recall this for tomorrow. All right, thank you. Who is here on Christopher Bernal?
His indicted case,
Yes.
he has about half a dozen unindicted new cases.
Mhm.
Michael
right, so where is he?
Michael De Leon is the first one right there.
Oh, have him come down.
Come on over, come on down. We're just looking for another setting. So they, family violence can figure out what's going on and this stuff. They're gonna send Michael and I a global offer, I guess,
Mhm.
as to what we can.
All right, so I'm assuming that Michael's cases will control.
Yes, it does, Judge.
All right, so Norma,
Yes, ma'am.
see if Michael DeLeon is in the building.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just give us a moment so we can make sure that we have a date for everyone.
Sure, Judge.
All
Thank you.
right. I just have a seat.
Have a seat. State did say they're gonna email myself and Michael with that offer as soon as they figure it out.
All righty. Okay. All right, who's here on Teresa Frias? And Ms. Abrams, this is an application. Court is calling 2024 CR 011-808 State versus Teresa Luisa Frias. Could I have parties announce state defense?
Renee Munoz.
And are you Miss Frias? How do you pronounce your last name?
Yes.
Frias. I'm trying to roll the R.
Yes, Judge.
If you all don't help me with that, I can never improve.
Yes.
Counsel, have you received all discovery?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with this discovery. Ms. Frias, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Ms. Frias, did you review court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you were giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Frias, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is recommending deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2024 CR 011-808, and there's to be restitution.
Excuse me, Judge, I believe they're taking into consideration 807, the tampering charge.
Yeah.
If I may correct this one.
All right, so it's 011-807. All right, and they're taking in consideration 2024 CR 011-807. And there's to be restitution, if any, to Gina Rodriguez. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, or ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there been any such motions?
No, Judge.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Contained in Exhibit 1 and attachments, Judge.
No objection.
State, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any
Yes.
witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. off the record.
It may have omitted, it seems like, Judge, in terms of
Okay.
S1, but my client stipulated that can stipulate on the record, if you like, that she was in the vehicle that had the certain license plate that came back as.
I'll still need a police report or something,
Okay.
or something in there with her name. So when you're all ready, just let me know.
Okay, so I'll confer with the state, Your Honor, and your coach.
All right, thank you. Luis, just have a seat. Luis Miguel Zapian.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. So what are we here for today on this case?
Judge, I have a plea offer. My client does need a translator, and I'm trying to finish up a plea in the 227th that has been held up. I'm hoping we could do one reset and come back for that.
No, I mean, if y'all would step out, I need an interpreter here. So,
Judge, he understands enough to be able to know if we're doing a reset, and then that'll give me time to talk with him and his family.
okay, so here's the thing. When somebody wishes to speak to the court in a language other than English, I always have the interpreter here. So, sir.
So I have to bring one.
No, they'll provide one for you. Just have a seat. Thank you.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
who's here on Ariana Fuentes? All right, court is calling 2020 CR 7593 State versus Ariana Fuentes. Can I have parties announced for the record? State? Defense?
Todd Coronado.
And are you Miss Ariana Fuentes?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Ariana Yalen Fuentes who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 7593 for the offense of theft from a person on June 2nd, 2021 for a period of 3 years and extended for a total of 1 year? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violating condition number 2, on or about the 29th day of January 2025 in Deferred County, Texas. The defendant, Ariana Yellen Fuentes, did in there failed to submit to drug testing as directed by the court officer or supervision officer and or the duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
Where you remain violating condition, Your Honor.
Any objections to the
Objection, Your
waiver?
Honor. No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 180 days in this, I'm sorry, up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court would find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor, and it's continued the individual on probation and denies the motions with alternate amend to put a hair follicle on release and monthly urinalysis. Also for her to provide a good address where she was living. And also sober support meetings weekly for 60 days. And then also we requiring or requesting a 6-month extension.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes.
And again, we are in agreement with that. And just like to point out to the court, she has completed her direct class. She got her GED the first couple of months on probation. She's paid all her fines and court costs and everything, and she's been clean for 8 to 10 months, which the hair follicle should show that. So we are in agreement with the
Or
recommendation.
why isn't she doing her UAs?
May I speak, Your Honor?
Yeah, can you raise your right hand?
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Ariana Yalin Fuentes.
Yes, why are you not reporting for your UAs?
So I'm currently a full-time student in Academy for Massage Therapy School, Your Honor. And it revolves all of my time and all of my day. I go to school from 8 in the morning to 2:30 I'm in class. And then after that, I attend internship from 2:30 all the way to 10 at nighttime. So I'm constantly busy at school. The only day I do have off is Sunday. So by the time that comes, I don't really have time to do anything. And I'm on a call line. So the call line that I call, I'm at school. Sometimes I'm taking 2 tests a week. So I'm busy. My main focus is on
So
school.
here's the thing. I understand that people have other things they want to do. They're busy. But when you're on probation, you're on probation. I don't know what people don't understand that probation should come first. I know people are trying to better their lives, but probation should come first. And she's been here before and I've altered and amended conditions for her before. And I've asked her to do sober support meetings. Did she do those?
No, Your Honor, I did not. I know it's not an excuse and I agree that probation does come first. But I've been trying to fix my life and I have a goal to open up my own business and
But
start.
here's the thing, they're asking for you to do sober support meetings. I've already ordered sober support meetings. And there's no excuse for not having done those because sober support meetings, they're available 24/7 throughout the city. They're available on Sundays. They're available Mondays, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, at all times of the day. So I don't even understand why probation is recommending that she do sober support meetings. I've already did that. She didn't do them. I've already extended her. She didn't do well. I already asked for weekly testing for levels. And I will tell you, the only reason why I would ask for weekly testing for levels is because she's using. If she wasn't using, I wouldn't have asked for levels.
She insists she's been cleaning for 8 to 10 months, which like, again, the hair follicle will show that if that's true.
Well, I mean, we would have known that if she would have done the testing. I don't think probation is a good fit for her.
And Your Honor, also, I'm on a call line, so I'm on random drug tests as well. So I'm not sure. I don't know whenever I take a drug test. It's not like I intentionally.
No, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be random, so you don't know because there are some
Oh, yes, ma'am, I
drugs that stay out of your system. And what's the number one thing I always tell people? I always tell them, if you have an issue with probation or things are going on and you can't do something, come to court, let us know. She didn't do any of that.
I actually tried to reach out to you plenty of times through my probation officer.
No, I already said, if you have an issue with probation, you can come to court. Do I not say that all the time?
All done.
So I don't think probation is good for you.
But I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
she did ask her probation officer if she could have a meeting set up with you, the court to talk to you, several months ago, I guess.
Yeah, my probation.
She
I
did
was
reach out
trying
to her.
to talk to you about all my achievements and stuff that I've been completing and let you know that I've been doing good.
Mhm.
And I know I missed a few calls. It wasn't intentionally, like I said, I don't.
No, I mean, even, here's the thing. You're in school, you're doing whatever, I understand. But there's no reason to be missing the sober support meetings because they're available 24/7 throughout the city.
I would be like, it's not an issue that I can't do it. It's just I'm in a school where I do a whole year of education in 6 months. I'm a slow learner. I have to study 2 times, 3 times harder than usual.
Mhm.
So it's harder for me, but I've been putting my time and my effort into this. And today I was supposed to graduate today on the 7th. Today is my graduation. But I'm here.
I mean, you're here because you violated probation. That's why they have a warrant for you. I honestly don't think probation is appropriate for her.
I think she should be given a chance to finish out her probation. I'm pretty sure. And she'll confirm that she'll be able to finish out probation.
But I mean, we're here for, I do believe we're here for the same thing that we've been here before. Everything that probation is asking her to do now, that you all have agreed to, I've already given that to her and she didn't do it. And now we're back and they're asking for the same thing. It's not as though we're dealing with a 4-year-old. How old are you?
23, Your Honor.
All right, so she knows. All right. Probation, what has she done on probation? Has she completed anything?
Oh.
She's had probation.
That she needed, the re-entry program with current attorney points.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, Judge, it looks like all of her community service hours are done.
Well, I mean, because those are waived if she completed Turning Point. Okay,
I also, may I speak, Your Honor?
yes.
I also got my diploma as requested.
Mhm.
I paid off all my fees as
Mhm.
well.
Oh, the fees are paid off, Judge, that is correct.
My address is up to date. I understand that they haven't been able to come to my house while I'm at school. I have proof that I'm at school. I have my progress report with all my grades.
All right, state. I don't think she's appropriate for probation, but I would consider a 1244
Okay, Judge,
if there's no objection.
no objection.
All right, the court is, yes. Okay. All right, do you want to explain to her about 1244 and ask whether or not she's waiving her right to appeal?
I'll do some time.
Well. Judge, how many days would you consider? I don't know how many days she has. How many days is it? Gets 30 days credit, so we're asking for 1244 for 30 days, judgment set.
No, Judge.
All right, what I'll do is, I'm not gonna do the 30 days, I'll do 60 days. Give her credit for any time served. Is she waiving her right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court is finding violation of condition number 2 true. The court will grant the motion, find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 60 days in the Bexar County jail, jail under 1244, give you credit for any time served. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor. I have a question for you.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
All right, so here's the thing. Bexar County Jail, they give people sometimes 2 for 1. I'm not in charge of whether you get 2 for 1 or not. The only thing that I can do is I could put on the directive, this person is to do day for day time, which would mean you would have to do the full 60 days. I'm not doing that. What time you get at what credit you receive from the jail, that is strictly up to Bexar County Jail. So if Bexar County Jail wants to give you 2 for 1, that's up to them. What I can tell you is, if you're not a trustee, trustees usually for every day they serve, they get credit for 3 days. It appears you're not in red, so they're probably going to give you credit every day is 2 days.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything else?
So does this mean I'm gonna be a felon?
Yes.
So is there a way that I can get this off my record?
You have to speak to your attorney.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Maybe she's,
Yes.
thank you.
And the court, ready to reapproach on the Teresa Frias case?
Yes, just give me one moment. Let me put this in the system.
Of course, Your Honor. Thanks.
All right, counsel, yes.
I have that stipulation, Judge, with the additional pages in the back that the state
Okay.
tendered. And we have no objection to that.
All right,
addition.
if you have your client come back up.
Yes.
All right, we're back on the record in 2024 CR 011-808, State versus Teresa Frias, and defense, if you could re-announce.
Yes, Your Honor. The defense has no objection to the addition of a additional offense report in the stipulation that the court has to review.
All right. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We're asking that the court follow the negotiated plea bargain agreement. My client does have financial issues. She's not working right now, but is actively seeking employment. I think the last place she tried to apply to was McDonald's. So she's waiting to hear back from them, Judge. So we're requesting that the fine be probated and the court is able to impose minimum supervision fees with regard to the monthly fees of supervision. I know the court referenced the offense report. I had some concerns if my client had any kind of issues with drug, alcohol. She stated that she does not. I know that there was some paraphernalia found in the vehicle that did not belong to her. And there was such little amounts in there that they couldn't even get an amount to test, which is why there is no actual possession of controlled substance charge. She stated to me, referencing the case, that upon having the vehicle, she did pick up some acquaintances at a nearby hotel to drop them off. And then she was subsequently stopped by law enforcement police officers. She noticed there was a pipe on the seat next to her, and she was scared that they might try to attribute that to her. So she hit it, and it's my understanding it fell out during the police encounter with her, Your Honor. So she doesn't have any issues with methamphetamine, the like. She did state that she had used marijuana in the past, but that's been a number of months ago, that if she was drug tested, the results would be negative. So we're asking the court follow the negotiated agreement, Your Honor, with obviously whatever conditions of supervision the court sees fit. But just wanted to give the court that background regarding her financials and the issues regarding potential drug use.
All right, when's the last time you used?
About 8 months,
What were you using?
marijuana. And it wasn't, it was just here and there. smoking
So
weed.
when you're drug tested today, I'm gonna have you drug tested today, what are the results gonna be?
Negative.
All right, do you need any water?
Yeah,
Because you're getting drug tested today.
we bought them.
Okay. All right, so here's the thing. At the end of the day, whether or not you use today or last night, it's not a violation of your probation because you're not on probation yet. Otherwise, I'm going to send you to do a UA. And if that UA comes back positive, we're going to have some questions.
Okay.
So you want your UA?
Yes.
All right. Miss Abrams. She's going to have a UA, felony drug court will do your UA. And do you have a driver's license?
I don't.
Just 1 second. Do you have a form of ID?
I have just the Bexar County.
Oh, that's good enough.
Okay.
Right, counsel,
Yes, Your Honor.
we're gonna get a UA from her today,
Okay.
and then we will come back with the sentencing.
At a different dates?
Oh, no, we can come back this afternoon
This afternoon. Okay, great.
if you're available. Let me see.
Yes, Your Honor. You have any?
I have an interview at 3.
A what?
Interview at 3.
My client has an interview for a potential job at 3 o'clock,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Oh, well, if you go over there right now, they'll do it right now.
Okay. Okay.
All
I'll
right.
work on getting that.
So Miss Abrams, they said they'll do her UA right now. And counsel, she's going to felony drug court for that UA, not somewhere else.
Is that where the reentry center is located, Judge?
Yes, and if you'll, and Miss Abrams, I have the information for her.
Okay.
All right,
Yes, Your Honor. And then we will come back in the afternoon, correct, Judge?
yes.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. All right, Christopher Bernal. Hi. So on this case, counsel, you're over here with other co-counsel. So on this case, they're saying that they want to make a global offer. So I didn't want to set it unless you all both were available for the reset date. So state, how long will it take you to tender an offer to them?
I probably just need at least a week. If that's too soon for them, if they want more time, it's fine, but he's just got a lot of cases pending. I need time to review so I can make some best global offer I can on the case.
What date are we looking at, Judge?
Oh, you all tell me what date.
Oh,
See, I give people too many choices.
looking for a date. I'm in here as well, so.
All right, so let me just, I'll tell y'all. I will be here the week of April 14th. Then there's going to be a different judge the week of the 21st. And then the following week is Fiesta, and I know attorneys don't like things set for Fiesta. So with that being the case, what date? Or do y'all want me to just pick a date? I can do it the first week in May.
After Fiesta, Judge.
All right, so y'all want to do it May 5th?
May 5th's fine, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, Bernal, May 5th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. And who is here with the interpreter?
That's me, Judge.
All right, where's the interpreter? Okay, all right, thank you. Yes.
Thanks.
Who is here? I'm Jesus Nunez. Hello. Every time I see you and Bashan, I think there's always next year.
It's getting dire.
Ah. All right, court is calling 2025 CR 002-332 State versus Jesus Nunez Jr. Could I have parties announced?
Andrew here, settlement for the state.
Roberto Ambrosino for the defense.
And are you Mr. Nunez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client? Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Nunez, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes,
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
we do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Mr. Nunez, did you review the admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
You're charged with possession, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. It's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, The fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you understand? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yeah,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Nunez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, there are no applications and punishment is to be assessed at 6 months in the state jail facility. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is at the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State is at the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your
Did you sign it in both places?
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, there been any such motions?
There have not.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No concept.
State any evidence.
Standing exhibit 1 and attachments, Judge.
No, Judge.
State you may be excused. Did you review the document entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just asked you both. We're going to agree.
Right.
It's about 4 months.
All right, the court will sentence you to 6 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served, and the court will request the therapeutic community. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, Your
All right, we can go off the record. How old are you?
Honor. 43. Your Honor.
All right, so you're getting to the point where I'm already ready there, is that you're gonna have more of your life behind you than in front of you. And you need to make a decision how you want to spend it. You're gonna spend it at the Bexar County Jail or somebody's jail or prison. Or maybe somebody's gonna end up identifying your body because you got bad drugs. It's completely up to you. There's plenty of help out there for you if you want it. If you don't want it, then those are only 2 places you're gonna end up. Either you're gonna end up in somebody's jail or prison, or either somebody's gonna be identifying your body. You understand?
I understand that, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
And when you're released, if you can't find a place to get help for your habit, if I'm still here, you can come back here and I'll find a place for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will.
All right, thank you. Have a good one. Who's here on Maxwell McDarris?
Judge.
All right, so where are we on discovery?
Judge, this is our first appearance here. I believe he had one prior, but I believe discovery is complete. And we just got an offer this morning from Mr. Garahan, and Mr. McDarris would like time to consider that. And also, Mr. Garahan is going to evaluate the case for a possible PTD application.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, recall this case for PTD, not PTD, for a plea deadline date, and you can put it on April 24th. Yes. All right, thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Judge.
Jenna Davila.
Present, Your Honor.
We approach judge.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hello. So where are we on discovery?
Your Honor, I believe discovery at this point has been tendered to defense and it's, well, the
All right.
state's turned over what they have. This is, I, sir. Haven't been in court, right?
No, we,
Second time?
no, we've reset several times, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, my client was undergoing medical treatment at the time. That was the reason for the reset. Judge, I would like one more reset before the state tenders an offer. I need to get some mitigation material.
All right,
for
so
the state.
state, you. This came out as the wrong case number. Just one second.
Does it have file right here?
Oh, no, no, no. I'm just saying, when I put it in the system, the case number was incorrect. All right, so you all are gonna need to confer off docket. The next setting date I'm gonna give you all is a plea deadline date. And that plea deadline date, Ms. Ferguson, put it for May 19th. Is that good for you, counsel?
Yeah, it's at least 30 days, Judge. It will be good.
All right. All right, it will be May 19th. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, no problem. I'm telling y'all, I'm concerned about you all in the coffin. No, I mean, you all need to figure out what's causing it. All right, who is here with the interpreter? Jose Flores? Oh, who's the person? All right, you can come forward on Jose Flores. Hi. So where's your client?
No, he didn't show up.
All right, court is, oh, well, your client already has an active warrant on this case.
Oh.
According to the system.
Does not surprise me.
All right, so then you're excused and I'll make sure that there is a warrant in the system for your client, although Odyssey says there is. So, thank you.
Well, Odyssey is always right.
Yeah, so I'll issue a judge's warrant just to be on the safe side.
Thank you, Judge.
Who's here on Courtney Sloan? All right, are you all entering into a plea on this one?
Yes, sir.
Court is calling 2023 CR 9341 State versus Courtney Sloan. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Andrew Mayor Sadelman for the state.
Valentina Cover on behalf of Courtney Sloan.
And are you Ms. Sloan?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there applications in this case? Ms. Sloan, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Sloan, did you review admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Judge, apologies for the interruption. The state waives the repeat offender enhancement allegation.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right. Did you understand you're charged with theft, $2,500 to $30,000? That's as a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Right.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering into this plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I believe she does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe she is improvable.
Ms. Sloan, has anyone threatened or coerced you or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 6 months in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, there be any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
Standing considering the attachments, Judge.
No objections.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I would respectfully ask the court to follow the bargaining agreement.
All right, the court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 6 months in the Bexar County Jail under 1244, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Jacob Lynn Daugherty, Daugherty. Why? Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. You're gonna have to do better. Otherwise, you're gonna end up in prison or Bexar County Jail for the rest of your life. All
Thank
right,
you.
good luck. Who's here on the case with the interpreter?
I am Judge.
Luis Zappian,
Yes, Your Honor.
if he'll come forward. All right, where are we on discovery?
Judge, I've received discovery.
And was an offer tendered?
I'm sorry?
Was an offer tendered?
Yes, it has been tendered. I did discuss that with my client, with our interpreter. We'd like to talk with the family, and also he wants to watch some videos, so I'd like to set it for a plea. But not today.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, recall this back for April 21st. All right, thank you.
May I do the 22nd instead?
Sure. All right, Ms. Ferguson, put it on April 22nd. All right, any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, on that date, on April 22nd, either you're going to be in a jury trial, or either this agreement will be reached.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Judge.
thank you. Once he signs the reset form, he can be excused.
Okay.
Who's here on Felipe Reyes?
Scott Sullivan, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Reyes, come down. So have you all reached an agreement or no?
No, we were not able to. He was about to take room last time. In my discussions with him then and today, he wants to proceed on to trial.
All right, do you want a bench trial or jury trial?
Jury trial for the time being, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, put this on the docket for April 24th. All right, that's your jury trial date.
And thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
I'm sorry, you know what, Ms. Ferguson, not the 24th, put it for the 23rd. Yes,
And I will get the Padilla work done just in case, Your Honor.
all right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Mario Alberto Ramos. All right, are there any applications?
No, Your Honor.
Court is calling 2025 CR 001617, State versus Mario Alberto Ramos Jr. Could I have parties announce?
Andrew Harris Adelman for the state.
Joseph Appelt for the defense.
And are you Mr. Ramos Jr.?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you, counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I believe I've received all discovery, Your Honor, and yes.
All right, state, I need a signature. Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Ramos, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ramos, did you review court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe he is.
Mr. Ramos, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 147 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244, and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, sir.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
There are none, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
Contained in exhibit 1 and attachments, Judge.
No objections, Your
All
Honor.
right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, state, do you have documentation where he's listed as suspect number 1 or either P1? Counsel, what I can tell you, he's listed as P1 in the report,
Yes, Your Honor.
and the report reads that he's suspect number 1. Usually I would have an issue if there were more people that were arrested, but he is the only person.
I was going to say that, Judge.
Okay.
He's the only one that I'm aware of that was arrested on that night in that particular location under these facts.
All right, and do you stipulate that you're a P1 in the states exhibits 1 and attachments?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will, I'm sorry, and do you also stipulate that you're suspect number 1 as well?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
With permission of the court, Your Honor, yes.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
He's taken responsibility for this actions, Judge. He does have 147 actual days in the Bexar County Jail. We would respectfully request you to follow the plea bargain and find that this be judgment satisfied.
All right, the court will find you guilty, sentence you to 147 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244, give you credit for any time served. And if the judgment is satisfied, they will so note in the record. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
We can go off the record. I've told other people before, and I'm going to tell you. If you continue doing what you're doing, 1 or 2 things are going to happen. Either you're going to be a permanent resident at somebody's jail or somebody's prison, or either somebody's going to be identifying your body. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you have an issue, there are plenty of places in San Antonio that are free that will help you. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you can't find a place, if I'm still here, you can come back and I'll help you find a place. All right?
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Who's here on Lynn Wayne Marin? And I have one more case after this, then we're taking our recess. Hello, thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what is happening with this case?
It's our first appearance, and obviously there's some discovery that cannot be provided through
Yes.
e-discovery.
All right,
So
Ms.
I've made,
Ferguson.
I've made an appointment with the state to go ahead and view that.
Okay. Ms. Ferguson, I need a 45-day reset. And I'm giving you a 45-day reset based upon the nature of offense and because I know you have to go.
Yes.
And I should say, go to the DA's office to view things.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so you are going to come back on May 22nd. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, we are going on recess. And if everyone will take out your docket, I will tell you what's being recalled for another day.